Yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh. I used to be so broken, lost, empty. A heart with no beat, a singer with no song to sing. So I know the feeling, the silence is deafening. But in your pain lies a blessing, a sweet and sour victory. So keep walking, 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 though it seems so far. No matter who you are, see there's one thing that I know. Life it can leave you so bitter, 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 bitter. But you must believe that it gets better, 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 better. It's alright, try your eyes, send a prayer to the sky.
You wonder why I'm so sure, 'cause my Father never lets me down. He's always around, even when I can't see. Oh, thank you, Jesus. You don't know.
What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Queen V and Mama V, and today we're going to be doing a documentary of my life, of how it all started. I don't remember everything what happened, so I will be having Mama V here to explain over half of it. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to start from when I was about 7 months. I moved to Houston, and I got to Houston, I got homeless, so I ended up moving back here. I stayed in a motel about 3 to 4 months. Then I ran out of money, and then I ended up in a shelter which called Godtail here where we live at. So after then, Queen V got born. So when I got born, I'm about to show y'all exactly where I was born and how my life started after I was, well, whenever I came into the world. So let's get into this video. Okay, YouTube, this is the first stop of my documentary. So the first stop will be the hospital that I was officially born at Runnnn Medical Center. I was born January the 24th, 2002. I weighed 9 pounds and 8 ounces, I believe. And so this hospital, to me, it was for me going back in and watching and looking at the parts of the hospital. I'm like overwhelmed to see how much it changed the whole life since I was born. But this hospital, I can rate it from 1 to 10. I believe it was probably a 10 when I was born. So yeah, this was the hospital I was born in.
It's alright, try your eyes, send a prayer to the sky. I know it's hard to find, but you must believe that it gets better. Listen to me, I know you're scared, your heart's bleeding. But what are you gonna do now? I think it's time you break free and keep walking, 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 though it seems so far. No, it doesn't really matter who you are. See, there's one thing that I know. Life it can leave you so bitter, 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 you so bitter, 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 bitter. But you must believe that it gets better, better, better. Yeah. Life, it can't leave you so bitter, 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 bitter. But you must believe that it gets better, better. Oh, it gets better, better, so much better, better. It gets better if you only believe. So much better, yeah. I used to be so broken, lost, empty. A heart with no beat, a singer with no song to sing. So I know the feeling, the silence is deafening. But in your pain lies a blessing, in a sweet and sour victory. So keep walking, 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 though it seems so far.
Okay, y'all, so this right here used to be my old school. It's not no school anymore. It's actually a juvie. Well, juvenile, as I can say. But yeah, I'll insert a picture right about now. But this was my old school.
It's alright, try your eyes, send a prayer to the sky. I know it's hard to find, but you must believe that it gets better.
So the meaning is, if it says, since it says ACE, it's basically Alternative Center of Education. And what that means, if y'all don't know what that means, it's for the kids in school that doesn't act right. You know, it's for kids that want to act bad and don't want to listen, or you know, stuff like that. So yeah.
Bringing weapons to school.
Yeah, bringing weapons, bringing drugs, etc. stuff to school. So now we are on our way to the next location.
Life, it can leave you so bitter, 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 bitter. But you must believe that it gets better, 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 better. It's alright, try your eyes, send a prayer to the sky. I know it's hard to find,
Okay, to let people know, this is the house that we stayed in when Veronica Queen B got out the hospital when I had her. But the reason why we moved, she's gonna show y'all the house. But the reason why we moved is because of the neighborhood, for number one. For number two, no stove. Number three, no icebox. And the neighborhood was full. The house was ran down. It rained on the outside and on the inside. Now you can go show me where the house was. Not no one there.
Hey y'all, so somebody actually sitting outside. But I'm about to show you what. So the house was right here. Y'all, she explaining why. So the house is right here, and as y'all can see back there, it's probably like where they done knocked everything down. Again, I don't remember half of this stuff. That's the reason why I have Mama V here explaining some of the stuff with me. But y'all, I don't remember half of this stuff. It's been so long. I'm 21 now. But this is here. And here, y'all, the reason why we had to move from here is because they didn't have no stove, no icebox, no anything for us to live in. It wasn't a stable place for us to live. So that's that's a couple reasons why we had to leave. But the house stood right here. But now she's talking to some people that was standing outside watching me. So y'all, we'll get back to it when we get to our next location.
But in your pain lies a blessing, a sweet and sour victory. So keep walking, 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 though it seems so far. No matter who you are, see there's one thing that I know. Life, it can leave you so bitter, 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 bitter. But you must believe that it gets better, 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 better. It's alright, try your eyes, send a prayer to the sky. I know it's hard to find, but you must believe that it gets better. Listen to me. I know you're scared, your heart's bleeding. But what are you gonna do now? I think it's time you break free and keep walking, 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 though it seems so far. No, it doesn't really matter who you are. See, there's one thing that I know. Life, it can leave you so bitter, 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 bitter. But you must believe that it gets better, 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 better. It's alright, try your eyes, send a prayer to the sky. I know it's hard to find, but you must believe that it gets better, better. Oh yeah, almost out of here. See, I was almost done. I wanted to die from how I was done. bitter, bitter, bitter. But you must believe.
Alright, y'all, so we're at the next location, and I'm not gonna get out because there's a whole lot of kids around, and I do not want to get them in the camera, so I want to do it from the inside of the car. So, what's the story behind this house?
Okay, the story behind this apartment is that the guy that I was with that came from Houston, which we stayed in that other house as well, the house that she just showed you, the other location. Well, in this location, the reason why we ended up moving is because the guy I was with, he was involved with the landlord's sister. And he got involved so much with her, he got mad at me. And then also, he abused me to the facts that the laws had to be involved. And when the laws was involved, he got arrested and took off. And he was the only one that was having the income coming in. So at this time, I didn't have no income coming in. I wasn't on Section 8. I wasn't on food stamps. I wasn't on anything. So that's the story behind this house. I did get evicted behind him having to go to jail, behind him wanting to be with other females. This apartment where the air conditioner is hanging out the window, that was my apartment. And of course, my mom stayed right next door across the way, the bridgeway. And what I was saying about the point of him abusing me, he beat me out of the house with no clothes on. And I had to go to my mom's house. But that is the story of this apartment.
So now we are on our way to the next location. And y'all, while I'm documenting this, as I'm sitting back and listening how hard life was for my mom after she had me, and I believe when you was over here, you had Trey, but she didn't have my brother yet. So it was hard for her even having me with her at these locations. I mean, it was hard.
Yeah, because I was taking it from place to place. This is going to be not even a short documentary. I mean, if we go through step by step, it's going to be a journey. And I hope whoever is watching this really take involved in this and really listen from point A to point B, because it was a struggle for me with just one. And then down the line, y'all will hear I will have another struggle when I have two involved. So yes, it was a struggle. It was a real bad struggle. And just thinking about it and looking at it from a distance, for myself, now I know I was struggling. I was struggling. And I'm not going to say I'm not struggling now, because I am. But we're going to the next part now. So, yes, of course, they are apartments as well, but, I mean, they was a whole lot cheaper. Them apartments that we just left was like $800. No, they didn't look like $800, but, yo, they was $800 a month.
And, y'all, that's just the upgrade of how those apartments was. I did see them way before they did an upgrade, and these also is an upgrade from how they used to be. They was horrible. I couldn't say that. I remember what they looked like, and I will insert a picture as well of how it used to look, and yeah, how young I was then. But let me show y'all. So this is what these apartments look like, and yeah, I'm not gonna get out because people do live in these apartments, and it once upon a time was loud.
Yes, And once upon a time, these were they have quieted down a whole lot. But at once upon a time, I stayed in the one that's right there where the air conditioner is hanging out the window. And to tell you the truth, I done stayed in mostly all of these apartments, besides the ones in the back. And the reason why I moved out of these is because the landlord, for one, went to jail from stealing the tenants' money. He went to the penitentiary. And for two, the hot water heater exploded in the house. Water went everywhere. So they wanted me to act a fool again to move into another one. Which, again, these apartments was $400 a month at the time when I moved in there. They was $400. So, and they was loud. They had parties all I hear in the openings every weekend. It wasn't quite as it is now. I mean, it was terrible in these apartments. So again, Veronica was Queen V was still a baby at the time. And again, I'm toting her from place to place, trying to find places that I can live.
And y'all, I used to catch the bus right there at this stop sign. But really, the bus driver wouldn't stop right here. He would stop right there in front of the apartments. So if anybody was coming, the bus driver would have hit us. So yeah, horrible life, y'all. Then y'all, we're not gonna go back that way. Well, so now you guys, after we left there, we are going back to where I was actually whenever I got brought back from home. I mean, back from the hospital. But yeah, this is crazy. My mama went through hell when I was just a baby. Time was hard. Yeah, it was hard, but I'm still making it. I'm still kicking it. I mean, you gotta think, 21 years ago, I was a little bit young, still trying to make life, trying to be out there, be wild, and still have a child. And I had to calm down some to realize that, wildness is not the key. You got to wake up and smell the roses sometimes. That's what I done had to do. And this place, yes, I had to go back to this place, which I didn't want to, but I was homeless, and this guy offered me a place to stay with Queen V, and I took it. But when I took it, I didn't know the environment that I was putting her in, to the fact that CPS was finna get involved. And therefore, if CPS got involved, I was finna to lose her. So, y'all will see what kind of environment. Because the shape that the house is in now, that was the shape the house was in when I moved in. So, therefore, y'all can just imagine. But again, homeless, nowhere to go, had a baby, in a stroller. At that time, she was a little bit older, where I could have put her in a stroller and, walk the streets, because that's what we did. We walked the streets until I could have basically found a place to basically put us. But until we get there, and I'm going to show y'all. And like I told her, this is going to be a long journey. If she really want to know,
my journey from where she was born and where she was at and how she was brought up. I'm finna show her. I mean, it's gonna have to be more than one part to it because it's not easy being just one part. You'll have to take all day just to really put it out there to like what it really is. Because my journey was a struggle. And yes, I know y'all haven't seen this part over again, but we finna go back to this part one more time. Okay, y'all, this is the house. This is the house that I stayed at. You can see it's got a red tag up there where you can't stay up in there. But at the time it did have windows up there. But yep, that's the house. That's the house that I stayed in. Queen B was a little bitty girl at the time. It's sad. That's how bad it was. That house was just that bad. And like I said, he had crackheads, meth heads. He had everything you want to name running in and out that place. And like I said, it was to the point that I was about to lose Queen B. So I had to get off. And also, y'all can tell it's right down the road from the first house. But yeah, I'm just a wild thing. So, and then also, I don't know if it's gonna be in this one or it's gonna be in the next one, but I did move over here again. When I moved back over here, and that's right. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I hope you don't follow us.
This is the stuff I'm talking about. This crackheads. They think you crackheads because you over here in this area, and I'm not a crackhead. Lord forbid I'm not a crackhead. I drink my Dr. Peppers or my Big Red, and I might smoke my vapes or cigarettes. But crackhead, oh no, I'm not. Look, all these ain't nothing but crackheads going up in there. That's all it is. But like I said again, I don't know if it's gonna be in this log or it's gonna be in the next log. But I did move back over here again. But I imagine it's gonna be in part 2. I don't know if she's going to do this vlog tonight, but I know it's gonna probably be in part 2 because it's getting late, and so it's gonna be hard for y'all to really see a lot of it. So we're gonna probably go to one more place of my life, and then we'll probably call it a quit for tonight, and then we'll get started back on it in the morning. But we're finna go to one of the very first motel that I moved into. Yes, my very first motel. Again, Queen Bee was really little at this time. Again, she was little. But she wasn't that small, but she was small enough for me to put her in a stroller and still stroll her around and take her where we needed to go because we didn't have transportation. And I know I'm looking around, but I'm trying to get up out of these quarters because y'all seen what just happened. Old man in a truck, I don't know who he was, just gonna stop. No. I get up out of them goddamn quarters. I'm sorry. But this is the very first motel that we did stay in. I'm not gonna say the very first time that I stayed in it because I had stayed in it once before, and something happened in my life that I really can't never get over of, but I didn't have a chance to do nothing but to come back to this one particular motel. So, because, again, homeless, didn't have no money, didn't have nothing. Keep in mind, though, this motel that I moved her in, I could have lost her there, too. Alcohol, you name it. The police lives up in there. I mean, it's like every 5 minutes the laws is there because people steal. That's where they come to. That's where they go. They want a good fix, a good high. That's where they go. It's just outrageous. So,
Again, y'all, this is our documentary of how we live. But she's just showing, this documentary is for me and her. But it's, you know, you get the point, I hope.
I'm the only freaking guard. Motel don't cost but $35 a night. I was paying basically $200 a week. Approximately about $200 a week. Being here. I done basically stayed all over this motel as well. But this a crackhead neighborhood. I stayed in 117, 118, 120, 121, 120.
I don't know where y'all think y'all going, but I got all this on camera. Y'all better get away from me.
123.
Yeah, you better be good. Get away from me.
I also stayed upstairs. I can't tell y'all the room numbers because I can't see them.
They all got the doors open. Hope they don't shoot.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going on my hooks.
Hey, black cat.
But at the time, that gate used to stay open right there. It used to stay open when we could walk to Brookshire's.
As y'all can see in the clip, it's no longer Brookshire's right there no more.
Right, so let me get about okay. What y'all hear? What y'all do?
But in your pain lies a blessing, a sweet and sour victory. So keep walking.
I used to stay in that room up there. That's triangle. I guess that one says 278.
See, there's one thing
Y'all throwing in my
It's so funny.
get away from me.
We're trying to get away from here.
They throwing in my
I'm scared for my life. I'm glad I got the documentary.
I stayed in 250. There was a guy that I used to call her his grandbaby. And he used to do everything for her. And also on down the line, she gonna show y'all, I guess, what she used to look at. And it was a lady, her boss lady, paid for us because we got kicked out. We got a a padlock on a motel room now, y'all. A motel room. We got padlock put on our door. We got a padlock put on our door where we got kicked out. We got kicked out. So, this lady, I'm gonna say lady for right now, until she bring her up and bring her on into the picture. Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to get out on this road. Get away from this crack motel. But anyway, she came in and she saved the day. I'm put it like that. She worked. I don't know how to put it. She came in. That's how we met her. Is because I was homeless, didn't have nowhere to stay, and again got kicked out of the motel because we got a padlock put on the motel room. Now, when we got kicked out of there, we ended up moving back to Lazy Oaks, where I told you that the water and stuff got busted. That was probably like the third time we stayed there, because we stayed there like 3 times, moving in and out, moving in and out. But I guess it's gonna be the end of this one because it got dark, and we're gonna continue it tomorrow. But it's much more, and I'm hoping that y'all do watch it from the beginning to the end and really finds out about Queen V and Mama V hard struggles through life, because it's real. Struggle is real. It's not a joke. It's real, and we did it to the point to where we at now. We did it. So.
Alright, y'all, so I know y'all didn't really hear me talking, but part 2 will be up. This one gonna be up tonight. So again, we hope and pray y'all watch part 1 before y'all watch part 2 to get a better understanding of this documentary. It might not, y'all probably like, it's not even all that. But listen, some people that watching this video, y'all will understand the hard struggle that me and Mama V have been through, and I hope y'all understand all the struggles that we actually been through and is going through, but not as hard as we used to go through them. So at the end of the day, I hope y'all like this video and keep on, you know, supporting us on this journey of becoming YouTubers. And matter of fact, I hope y'all understand struggles are real. They're not nothing to joke and play around. And I hope y'all enjoy this video. Like she said, I hope y'all enjoy this video. I hope y'all understand the meaning of homeless, struggle, hungry, everything. Some people out there are going through this. Some of my subscribers are probably going through it currently, or just not getting out of the hole, as we call it. But I hope and pray that y'all enjoy these documentaries. It's going to be parts and series of this documentary, so I hope y'all watch it. I hope y'all understand the life of me and Mama's V and how the struggle went through. So, as we always say, there's no shame in our game. Okay? So, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned in to the what?
Next video.
To the next video! And we are out. Peace.